Hi there, this is Sam, and I'm going to be doing a quick little tutorial using these most miraculous pens, these Giotto Turbo Giants. They are water-soluble, fiber-tipped, or kokies as we like to call them in South Africa. They come in three different boxes. You can get brights, pastels, or fluorescent colors. The brights have got 12, the pastels 6, and the fluorescents have also got 6. They mix and match quite well with each other as well. To do this tutorial, I've started a little test page to give you an example of what can be done. And pretty much what's so fantastic about these pens is they go on very easily, they don't smudge, they also don't bleed through. You can see I've used quite a few pens and there's no bleed through on the back. They don't streak. You can use them to do solid colors, or if you want to, you can use them to color big areas, and you can, the best thing about them I think is that you can shade over them with pencils. So a couple of things to bear in mind: the darker the color, the more difficult it is to shade over them. So I'm going to give you an example of shading, and I'm going to start using the yellow. This piece over here has been done with yellow underneath and a red pencil over. This over here I've done the same yellow underneath, which is this lovely dark bright yellow, and I've used green. I've left this open so that I can do a little bit of a demo for you as well. So I'm going to recreate this using the yellow. The thing that's quite nice about them is that you seriously can just color. You don't have to worry about getting things too perfect. And as you can see, there we go, they don't really streak. Very nice. Probably good to just give them a second or so to dry, but otherwise you can just get going straight away. I've tested these pens with almost every pencil and I haven't found one that they don't work with yet. I'm going to be using Colleen pencil crown, and I'm going to do this. So here we go, over with the red. There we go, it's giving you a lovely kind of fiery sunset effect. You can go over as much as you want, as dark or as light. And if you want like a very smooth finish, you can also use a yellow pencil to then fill in the spaces. This hasn't worked very well. And kind of use it as your blender pencil. Looks really nice as well. So there we go, that's one kind of effect that you can create. With this yellow as well, I'm going to use a completely different color. I'm going to use a kind of a greeny blue. Really go over very nicely, do your shading. Gives a lovely effect, it's nice and smooth. The color grades well. And then snappity snap, you've got some lovely shading. The aqua green is a fantastic color. I love it. It's also a really nice light color. This has been done with the aqua green and blue over it. I'm going to just do this section over here. I want to try and show you a few things. With any fiber marker, what you don't want to do is go over the same place too many times, because it does actually lift the paper. So try and go over in smooth movements. I'm using the same color. This is a Lyra Slim Groove pencil that I'm using. Works very well as well. Sounds ridiculous. There we go. Nice way to create a nice effect. I tried with the purple. The dark purple is difficult to color over for shading. So if you're looking for quite a solid effect, I think it's a great color to use. The light purple, which is this one over here, that's a bit easier to color over. I'm going to do this here. There we go. It's a lovely, lovely, soft kind of purple. This is a Colleen pencil. You can see I've just done that and I'm going straight over it, no problem. Really doesn't even need time to dry. Very easy to color over, makes your shading so easy. There we go. I think that looks great. Also, to show you what else you can do, I've done this. I used the aqua green underneath here, the same little soft purple and yellow. I'm going to do this quickly to show you what can be achieved. The thing that's quite nice about using these pens as well is that you don't have to be too exact. So if you can see over here, I'm just doing kind of long lines. You can go over the drawing, you don't have to be too perfect. This is kind of the way I like to use them as a base layer. So I've gone over all those areas. Can always just go and add in with the purple, the same. Works well if you can do kind of one line at a time rather than going over backwards and forwards. And then the light yellow here at the bottom, I'm just going to see, seriously, I'm just going to color over everything. Don't worry about where the lines are exactly at this stage. You're just putting it down, laying the color down as your base layer. It doesn't have to be too perfect. I think you can see that. And then I'm going to start here with my darker color, building up for my shading and to put in some shadow. And you can see that that works really well. If you want an effect that's a bit smoother, a little bit kind of more finished, the same color that you've used, so this is this Lyra Slim Groove, I'm using the same kind of aqua color. You can go quite lightly over your first layer with the Turbo Giants, and you can neaten it up a bit. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. I like to have these bits of white in. Other people might not like this. I think it gives quite a nice finished effect. And then already there you can see between this one and that one, just a very light layer of color, and you've got a very nice solid kind of finish. It adds a nice dimension to it as well. The base layer for me is about putting some color down, and I don't worry too much about getting it perfect because I like to color in layers, and I know that all my consequent layers will kind of fix up any apparent flaws or imperfections from the first layer. Also different colors, so I've done that aqua color, and then here is a lighter blue that you can go over. So these turbo markers work really nicely with lots of different colors, and one of the nicest things about them is actually exploring for yourself and seeing how they work with your other colors. So I think that just gives you an idea of kind of what you can do. They really are fun to use, and I encourage you to play and to try things out. Enjoy them. Love to see your coloring.